The light from there is actually really nice.
Well, now that the tournament's days away and everybody's probably seen Oliver's statement on PbNation and knows that he's not going to be with the team this season, it's a pretty big blow to the team. But, you know, did we see this coming? It's hard to say. Every year for the last couple of years, he's been going on this little journey of his down to Peru or wherever it is to kind of enlighten himself or to find himself or do something. We haven't quite figured it out yet, and clearly neither is he, which is one of the reasons that he is not going to be with the team this year. He's in Indonesia at a spiritual enlightenment yoga retreat. What he said in an email to the team was he wants to, you know, become a better person and really find himself so that way he can focus more on the team and paintball and stuff like that. Although at the same time he's planning to play the European series with the Polar Bears, which I'm actually going to be playing with him, so that's going to be a little awkward. And then he's also going to be teaching clinics and doing other paintball things throughout Asia. You know, we keep the contact that we keep, I guess, is few and far between. We didn't really see it coming. You know, you're always thinking that Oliver's gonna, you know, just pop back up the weekend before the event, but we never know. That obviously didn't happen this time.
If I hit the dumpster, Oliver's never coming back.
Like a test.
The door is obviously open because it's Oliver Lang, and you know, we're not gonna, if he comes back, we're not gonna just be like, oh no, we can't fit you on the team. You're gonna have to go join Infamous or Iron Man or something like that. So obviously we'll take him back, and we'll be happy to have him. Like, you know, we're all families and friends and siblings, I guess, to a certain extent. So now that the fields are not going to be released before the event, you know, it's gonna kind of take us back to how I think we used to just really methodically walk the field and come up with game plans. You know, I really actually like, or I don't mind that change.
It's a whole new season with a whole new set of rules. How do you approach each practice? That's kind of like the mystery right now, and that's what every team needs to solve is what's the right strategy? Do we want to set up multiple fields, you know, fields that are more defensive, fields that are more offensive, fields with strong snake sides, fields with strong Dorito sides? It's kind of a mystery, and I think it's kind of going to add a lot to a team's repertoire of, you know, who prepares the best.
I think communication is going to be the biggest thing that you can work on as far as practice goes. It's going to be all about finding new ways to push the guys and create an understanding of why communication is going to be vital to our success, and getting guys comfortable playing with each other again.
This is my 4th year on Dynasty. I've developed some really close relationships with Ryan, you know, traveling, and Yosh. I've created this bond with them that, you know, we can have these conversations. I'm not shy about going up to the guys and asking what went wrong at that point. What did I do wrong? You know, maybe what did I do right? Because sometimes I don't know. They've been in the game a lot longer than I have. So it really helps to have them just give me whatever they have.
So this year with the adaptation of the true semi mode, as opposed to last year's ramping rate of fire, it's a huge obstacle that everybody's gonna have to get used to and get over.
The first thing that I thought about when there was a change in rate of fire was that it was going to be more difficult for me to do my job as a back player, trying to suppress and you know, shoot people off the break.
You know, a lot of the guys are finding it very frustrating, and it is. It says that it's true semi, which, you know, without going into great detail, it's you can only pull the trigger exactly 13.3 balls a second, so it has to actually be on that downtick. So if you think of yourself as looking at a metronome, the click, 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 you have to actually wait for the gun to reset. And it's not a matter of practicing it, because the way that the algorithm is set up, if you skip your perfect rhythm one time, then you have to readjust to it every time. And as everybody knows, when they're playing paintball, things get tense, things get loose, and it's, you know, it's a big emotional and physical roller coasters. When I shoot off the break, you know, I'm a little bit tighter than if I'm just sitting there holding a lane. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around it myself, and I've been in the league and playing paintball for well over a decade, and this is one of those rules that, you know, it's like, we don't agree with it, but no one asked us anyway, so it's like, why even fight it?
You know, for the front insert players with this new rate of fire, you know, it kind of has plus and minuses for us. You know, it's a lot easier to make the moves with, you know, the stationary back guys not being able to shoot as fast as they were before. But also in the same token, like it's going to be harder for the guys once you're in the snake and you come out of the snake. We're at the highest level of paintball and you have already a split second to take these shots on these guys, and if you don't have like a stream of paint already in the air, you know, you need to be really accurate. So.
But after a couple weekends out here, you know, shooting my geo, it really was apparent to me that it was going to be more about accuracy than it was going to be about rate of fire.
So I think that, you know, now that we have this new rate of fire, semi-auto, slows the game down a little bit. No coaching, no crazy nonsense of people yelling in the ref series. I think it's really going to have a drastic change on, you know, the amount of penalties, because I think that players, you know, sometimes when things go crazy, they don't know what's going on, and the refs kind of get all flustered and everybody gets flustered. So I think it'll really calm all that down, and it's going to make a lot cleaner game for the sport, and it's going to be really good.
During the off season, I've been trying to keep my game tuned, and so coming into this year, I was feeling extremely confident about Dynasty's situation.
I think that our communication skills, you know, supersede a lot of pro teams, and the way that we can cohesively work together on the team and formulate plans and make things come together the way that no other team can.
I'm fixated on Dalton. You know, he's like my teacher, my best friend out there. So I'm watching everything that he's doing on the field, and a lot of the times I see him do something that sometimes he doesn't even know he did. He shot some guy over this blind shot, and now I know this shot that Dalton might not even know. And so I'm relaying information to him. I mean, we got this teamwork going. You know, I come off the field and I'm throwing Dalton information, and he's throwing it right back at me. It's a fantastic system that we've developed. I was just so confident, but I didn't want to say anything to the team. And then Rusty came out and said, hey guys, I really want to win every tournament this year. I was screaming inside because that's how I felt.
Dallas 2015, it's going to be big moves, and you know, hopefully we win. That's what we're there for.
So I guess you can kind of say, like, if you wanted to relate it to something that's, I guess, you can understand a little better and see it in a better perspective, is it's kind of like, you know, that scene in Batman Begins, the very first one, where he has to, like, throw away his wallet, his phone, his computer, and he's got this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to leave everything behind and go find himself and turn into Batman. So basically Oliver is Bruce Wayne, and he's gonna go join Liam Neeson in Kathmandu and join the League of Absence, because that's what he said he was gonna do, is he had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to Kathmandu, and now it actually kind of is coming together and we understand. So 2015 is still gonna be a strong year for Dynasty, but 2016 we got Batman.
Sorry. Dude, that is